Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm having a look at the new tournament worlds that just came out this morning. Man, I just love seeing all this stuff on the ground. The reason for the tournament world is to test out the new nightmare of Ashihama. Apparently I was saying that wrong the whole time. The new rewards from the nightmare. So we have a few different items here. We have the Nightmare Staff, which we can go ahead and just take one of each version of it. We have the Inquisitor's armor set, as well as the Inquisitors Mace. And last up here, we have the Sirens Tome. Okay, so now the first thing I want to do here is test out the potential max hit of these weapons. I'm very curious to the max hit of the new Nightmare Staff, especially considering the new special attack has a base of 65 or 60, very high. Okay, so I think I have withdrawn everything I need to test the new max hit. First up here, we're going to try the staff. Now what's kind of interesting is I believe the max hit with the special attack is going to be higher with the Sirens Tome. However, for regular spells, I think it's going to be higher with the Tome of Fire. Now, the reason for that is the special attack doesn't have a typing on it, I don't think. So it's a 58 base damage special attack with a 50% improved accuracy, and it doesn't use any runes, which I think means it's not going to get a damage boost from the Tome of Fire. However, from the Sirens Tome, I think it should. Now luckily jagex was nice enough to give us a maxed out POH, so that's pretty handy. So let's try it first up with the Sirens Tome. I don't even think we need to select the spell. 82. That is quite high. I think that's still on par with what is possible in the game with like an AGS and whatnot, but that is still very powerful for magic. Now if you didn't watch my video on the Nightmare of Ashihama, there are 3 different specs you can take for the staff. There's the one I just used, which has a very powerful special attack. There's the Eldritch Nightmare Staff, which is going to give us some prayer back. We'll go try that now. Now, if we use this special attack, it should have a lower max hit. However, we're going to get a fair bit of prayer back. Look at that. It boosted us up to 130 prayer. Not only does it give you half of the damage dealt as prayer back, it can also boost you past 99 to a maximum of 130, which is very, very strong. Honestly, it could kind of be like the Ancient Mace. However, this weapon is actually going to be useful in combat as well. Okay, just to try out the Tome of Fire. I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to try it with the Volatile Staff. We hit 82 before, and with the Tome of Fire, we actually hit an 80. So it's only 2 less, which is kind of interesting. And finally, we have the Harmonized Nightmare Staff, which doesn't have a special attack. However, the attack speed is going to be higher than any other weapon, I believe. So yeah, that is a tick faster, I believe. And currently, we're hitting 34s with the Sirens Tome, which is not a lot. However, if we use the Imbued Heart, okay, it doesn't seem to be affected by the Imbued Heart, so it doesn't seem to have scaling damage. However, with the Tome of Fire, I think our max hit should be higher. So it was 34 and now it is 49. That is quite high for just a basic attack. Okay, and one other option here is we have the Kodai Wand, which already has an inherent boost to it. Now this is actually with no new gear. We hit 49 as well. And now with the Sirens Tome. Now that's kind of interesting. I think the Sirens Tome may be more useful with items that aren't the new item. So items that have a inbuilt special attack, like for example the Sanguinesti Staff. Let's go try that out. Okay, so now we're trying out the Sanguinesti Staff. I think previously my max hit was around 40 or 41. However, with the new damage boosting gear, that's going to bring it up to 43. Okay, so the gear is pretty good, but it doesn't seem to be really increasing max hits too much, because I've heard a lot of talk about that. The one thing we really have to watch out for is the Volatile Nightmare Staff, because that has the potential to hit quite a bit. 82 right now, and I think I must be missing something. I'm just going to try the special attack with the Slayer Helm on. Is that going to increase it from our base of 82? 93! Oh my god. Well, that doesn't really matter for PvP because you can't get a player as a Slayer task exactly, but right now 93 is our max with the Slayer helmet. My god, with just a bit more gear, you'll be able to hit a max of 100 or more. And once again, the base damage with the Slayer helmet is 54 on a task. So damn good. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to test out here. And that is the max hit of the special attack with nothing really equipped. Now what could really make this strong is the fact that a pure account could get 75 magic and pretty much just one item with this. Now what would the max hit be for that? I think that could be where things get a little bit overpowered maybe. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, with no gear on except for the staff, it's hitting 66. Which I'm not sure if that scales off my magic level. I'm sure it must. So if you had an account that was a magic pure and you had this weapon, you could really do some damage at a pretty low combat bracket. You could be one-shotting people with that amount of damage. So that's kind of interesting. I just wanted to try that out. Okay, we're going to try out a very quick Zulrah kill here. Not even going to bother bringing a range switch. I don't care too much. Okay, so the benefit of the Harmonized Nightmare Staff is, of course, the attack speed. Now, I'm kind of interested to see if we can get a few more attacks in here. It does seem quicker, I guess. Oh my god, we have actually wrecked Zulrah so far. It does feel really zippy. I can just go back and forth, no problem. Very accurate so far. We are shredding Zulrah very, very quickly. Okay, so a fairly quick time. I'm not sure if that was my personal best or anything, but a minute 34, not that bad. Okay, so next up here we have the Inquisitors Mace. Now the Mace is going to be the best in slot weapon for Crush, and the main reason for that is that it is one-handed when you compare it to the Bludgeon, which is two-handed. Now if we pot up, our max hit with the Bludgeon is going to be 40, and that's not with any Slayer helmet or anything like that. Okay, so it's 45 right now with the Bludgeon and no offhand, and with the Inquisitor's Mace it is 46. And that's not to mention the higher attack bonuses, which overall should be giving you more accuracy that the mace will provide as well. So definitely a straight upgrade, going to be the best in slot item for anything weak to Crush. Okay, and last up here, I'm just going to try out Sarachnis, just because it was an easy boss to get to and it is weak to Crush as far as I'm aware. Okay, we just hit a 45, that's pretty good, and then another 45. One major benefit of this weapon is it will be more accurate, where previously we'd be using a Bludgeon here or something like that. So yeah, we are actually shredding Sarachnis pretty quickly. Okay, so there's Sarachnis dead. Pretty easy kill with the new Inquisitor's Mace. So what are my overall impressions of the new weapons? I think they're actually fairly balanced. The only part I think could be a bit scary is certain PvP builds. Being able to hit 60 to 70 on lower levels is going to be pretty damn strong. But as far as max hits go, I don't think they're much higher than what we already have in the game. So they're balanced that way, except you'll now be able to do it with a magic weapon, which is kind of exciting. The Inquisitor's Mace is obviously going to be an expensive weapon, similar to the Grazi Rapier and the Inquisitor's Armor Set. We didn't test that too much today, but again, going to be very appealing to pure builds. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you left the video a like, and I will see you tomorrow.